Protests grow on the UW campus in response to a racist social media video. What those protesters are demanding from the university.
Record flooding along another Wisconsin river. A look at the receding waters as communities clean up.
Most of us are dry this morning, but we are tracking a few showers up to the north. We do have some rain chances into the weekend.
Good Friday morning, everybody. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Leah Lynchide.
I'm Chris Stanford. Kelly Slivka has your first warn forecast this morning. It feels great.
I
outside.
love it. Yeah.
I mean just kind of taking that warm weather from yesterday. I mean, yesterday afternoon, evening, gorgeous with the sun out.
For the first time.
So this warm temperature is going to be hanging around today, right?
Yeah, they're going to hang out not only today, but through the weekend and actually much of next week. We do have some rain on the radar right now this morning. Most of this is well to the north of Madison. It's going to stay up there because we have a front that's draped to the north. And it's going to stay up there. We'll get bouts of energy that'll come in out of the southwest, and that will bring us chances of showers and storms this weekend. The good news as far as that rain chance is, most of it is going to occur in the nighttime period when most of us are asleep, but it might wake you up, especially Saturday night. More on that coming up. Right now, 57 in Madison, 59 in the Dells, 54 in Douglas, 55 in Janesville, so a fairly mild start to the morning. Maybe just need a light jacket. Those showers staying to the north, maybe hitting Columbia County, Sauk County, into Dodge County. This weekend, highs in the 70s, but I think now by Sunday, we could be talking about getting up to 80, so a warm end to our weekend. We do have those rounds of storms, one coming in tonight. Stronger one that will be arriving Saturday night into early Sunday morning. Once again, this will be around the midnight hour. For us today, the shower chances will be up to the north. Some sunshine coming through the clouds as we get in the afternoon, so that'll warm us in the low 70s. Starting to see some rain come out of Iowa. That may be reaching us tonight. But in the meantime, today is going to be great. Variably cloudy skies as we'll look at high temperatures in the lower 70s. We'll time those rain chances for the weekend coming up in just a bit.
All right, Kelly, thank you very much. We're following breaking news overnight. Madison police are investigating what they're calling a weapons violation right now. It happened just after midnight near the Badger Tavern on the city's southwest side. This is along Seminole Highway, if you're familiar, just off the Beltline. Police have not confirmed if there are any injuries. There is also no word on a suspect, though they do say there is no current threat to the public. Stay with News 3 Now this morning as we ask for more details from police and bring you updates right here. 6:02 now, hundreds, possibly thousands of students continue to protest what they call an inadequate response to a racist social media video on campus.
They took to the streets yesterday in a peaceful protest that lasted a little more than 2 hours. Our Andrew Banstra has more on the demands they have for UW.
Thousands of UW-Madison students today gathered in protest, marching around campus.
There was a very racist and dehumanizing video that was created by a UW-Madison student. This video was extremely harmful to black students here on campus and the black community as a whole.
After a viral video of a white female UW-Madison student spewing racist language, students are taking action.
Really make our voices heard and make our mission known.
That mission includes a list of demands the group delivered to the chancellor, including more money for multicultural spaces, a 24-hour hate crime hotline, and more, because as they told me, this is not a one-time incident.
It's about experiences that us black students have felt throughout our whole experience here. We are here today because we want black students to not have to face reoccurring racial injustices at the hands of UW-Madison and allow for nothing to go done.
The group wants to see the student expelled. The school says they can't expel the student who spewed racial slurs and glorified slavery. But that's not stopping students who marched most of campus today, including shutting down University Avenue for 30 minutes.
I believe this will keep going and we're not done, and this won't get swept under the rug, and something will be done about this.
Because for them, they say this viral video is a glimpse into their daily life.
It's just very disappointing that we have to be advocates and activists in a time where we should be studying for finals.
The thousands of protesters marched for about 2.5 hours. At no point was there a public safety issue. In Madison, Andrew Banstra, News 3 Now.
Thank you, Andrew. We are also talking to a UW law professor about the issue at the center of these protests. This is all about the First Amendment. While students say the video is racist and offensive, Professor Howard Schwaber points out the video does not fall into a category of unprotected speech.
The reaction of the university and the reaction of the students, I hope, has made it clear to everyone that this young woman's expression does not reflect the prevailing views on this campus. But a public university simply cannot take any kind of legal action against someone for engaging in expression that is protected by the First Amendment. That's an absolutely bedrock limitation on what public authorities can do.
Professor Schweber says what university officials can and did do in their statement is condemn the video.
Meantime, some city leaders are weighing in on this issue in support of students. Mayor Santi Rhodes Conway and a handful of alders released a joint statement. It reads in part, "We support black student organizers and allies who've built coalitions across campus to build solidarity and advocate for a vision of a stronger campus in Madison community where hatred and bias have no refuge. We encourage the university to listen deeply and take meaningful action to support these students."
6:05, a live look at the nation's capital this morning in Washington, D.C. after one of the largest and longest court trials to come from the January 6 riots. The ex-leader of the Proud Boys and 3 other members say they will appeal after convictions in U.S. court this week. The 4 members were found guilty of seditious conspiracy and other felonies. Federal prosecutors argued the defendants plotted to unlawfully use force and crowds to keep former President Trump in office.
The Justice Department will do everything in its power to defend the American people and American democracy.
The jury has spoken, and that's our system of justice. Very disappointed in the verdict.
Defense attorneys argued the former president, not their clients, was to blame for the violence. They face up to 20 years in prison.
A challenge to Wisconsin's 174-year abortion ban getting its first hearing in Dane County Court yesterday. That case, brought on by Attorney General Josh Kaul, could have the power to overturn the state's ban. The state is arguing that newer laws supersede older ones. A law from 1985, for example, allows abortion in specific circumstances. Pro-choice supporters say that should overturn the 1849 law. A lawyer for one of the DAs, though, who is a defendant, says it should be up to the prosecutor.
And under the criminal law, it is very clear that you can have multiple partially overlapping, even completely overlapping criminal statutes. You can have a statute that treats the exact same conduct as a felony and a misdemeanor, and prosecutors get the discretion as to what they're going to charge.
This could take a while to get through the courts, where it has to work out the procedural hurdle called standing. That could be good news for liberal groups, as they're waiting until August 1st when the state Supreme Court flips in their favor. Lawyers representing some Wisconsin doctors also speaking out on the issue, saying that they need to know where the law stands in order to make medical decisions.
Every physician across the state in every county, they need to know what they can do, because they make these decisions not within days or not within hours or within minutes, but within seconds. They have to know what the law allows them to do.
Stay with News 3 now as we continue to cover this highly contested abortion case as it makes its way through the courts. You can do so by downloading the Channel 3000 mobile app.
6:07, a man and a woman from Reedsburg are facing charges after leading police on a chase through farm fields near Poynette. It's all on camera, too. Take a look. This is dash cam video from the Columbia County Sheriff's Office. Toward the end of it, you can see him swerve into the fields. In a Facebook post, the Sheriff's Office says the deputy tried to pull the vehicle over for speeding, and then it took off. They drove through multiple farm fields trying to get away. Here they go. Eventually, the vehicle came to a stop, and the deputy was able to arrest both the driver and the passenger.
A Dodgeville man is dead this morning after hitting a deer while riding his motorcycle. The Iowa County Sheriff's Office says the 37-year-old Tyler Wilson was taking the exit ramp from Highway 23-151 in the township of Mineral Point Thursday when a deer ran across the road. Authorities say Wilson hit the deer and crashed. He died at the scene. It was the 3rd deadly crash in Iowa County so far this year.
In northwestern Wisconsin, communities along the St. Croix River are recovering from flooding. It hit peak flood levels last week. Restaurants there have watched the water creep up on their patios. Thankful it didn't impact any of their buildings, though. The water is still high, though it's receded in the last few days.
It's unbelievable how fast it's receding now. And just last week, we couldn't even get through the road over there where they built the new boat landing.
Across state lines, Stillwater Public Works in Minnesota will remove a berm along the river next week. Trails in the area are still closed for now. You can see water is still up above picnic tables and benches in that neck of the woods. 6:09 on your Friday. Coming up in morning sports, the local baseball coach with a really impressive resume and the motto he hopes his kids will use off the field.
And I'm Josh Ryder live at Ahuska Park in Monona, where the farmers market will be returning for their 20th year this Sunday. We're back with News 3 Now this morning after this.
It's the Portage Furniture Store's Customer Appreciation Sale on now, with a huge in-stock inventory of top brands for every room in your home, including all new power lift chairs and always free delivery. The Portage Furniture Store's Customer Appreciation Sale going on now.
Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. And eyes and cheeks and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes.
Affordable self-care from professional massage therapists and estheticians. It's what we do. Massage Envy, where better begins.
For 46 years straight, more of you have trusted Ford F-Series trucks to help save the day. Stretch the weekend, haul, or tow. Just about anything, anywhere. That's because they're built Ford tough. And it's why Ford F-Series are America's best-selling trucks 46 years straight. And for that, we thank you. Because this isn't just about our capability, it's about yours.
Try Tide Power Pods with 85% more Tide in every pod.
Who needs that much more Tide?
He does.
No, what does that mean?
It means you're gonna need more Tide. See? More likes, more Tide. The more adorable, more Tide. Everyone's gonna need more Tide.
You're gonna need more Tide.
It's a mess out there. That's why there's 85% more Tide in every Power Pod.
Barnes, it's a great company.
I hear people talk a lot about how they enjoy working here.
We are Dane County's largest full-service lawn, landscape, tree, and snow removal company and 100% employee-owned.
We're often asked what it means to be an employee owner. It means we share our profits with the people who work at Barnes.
The better we do as employees, the happier our customer is, and the more likely they are to be with us long term.
Join the Barnes team. Apply at barnesincareers.com.
Do you have an idea for an invention, but you don't know what to do next? Call InventHelp. They've been helping inventors for 35 years. Call today for free information.
Call 800-550-5543.
To stay locked in, I need to keep up my strength and my energy.
Cliff Bar is the ultimate energy bar, purposefully crafted with a blend of protein, fat, and carbs.
Because the more good you put in, the more great you get out.
It's the Portage Furniture Store's Customer Appreciation Sale on now, with a huge in-stock inventory of top brands for every room in your home, including all new custom sofas and always free delivery. The Portage Furniture Store's Customer Appreciation Sale going on now.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
In the 608, we're talking about farmers market season and a big milestone this weekend for one in Verona.
Yeah, Josh Breider is live there with the preview. Good morning, Josh.
Hey guys, good morning. Yeah, we're here at Ahuska Park this morning. This is where that farmers market will be. Of course, it's quiet this morning, but this weekend is going to be a big event because they are celebrating 20 years as the Monona Farmers Market. Now, this is a rain or shine event, as you can tell from this video we've shot here before. We're talking a 20-year impact for local community with access to fresh produce in the area and also live local music. This year, the market will have 28 vendors. It is also known as being something for everyone here. Now, this is something that they have going on every single weekend with local farmers' produce such as herbs, veggies, fruits, meats, and eggs, and also local makers' goods including salsa, soaps, honey, tamales, bread, and bakery items. In recent years, the market has had just a handful of volunteers, yet its reach has grown to serve around 1,100 to 1,500 people depending on the weekend. The Monona Farmers Market is open Sundays through October, 8:30 in the morning to 12:30 in the afternoon. This is at Ahuska Park in Monona. This is right east of Monona Drive off the Beltline. It's important to note here this event is an authorized supplemental nutrition assistance program retailer, now known as SNAP. Former market manager Ross Cohen and his team were instrumental in instituting some of the innovations that make the market what it is today, such as getting that infrastructure to accept food assistance program dollars and bringing in local music every week. The Monona Farmers Market is still in search of sponsorships and volunteers volunteers to make it what it is every single weekend. Of course, they couldn't do it with all the help from the local community. So if you're interested, I've posted more details with links on this story at channel3000.com, guys.
All right, Josh Breiter highlighting the season for farmers markets. We appreciate it, Josh. Thank you very much.
And a reminder, if you have some inspiration for Josh, let him know. Shoot him an email or find him on social media.
6:15. Over to Kelly Slipka now with your first warn weather. Good morning, Kelly.
Yeah, good morning. We are tracking some of these showers. They've been fairly light to the north of Madison, basically from the Dalles, Adams, Juneau County, Green Lake, Marquette County, a few popping up in Columbia County as well. But most of this is going to stay to the north of Dane County, it looks like this morning. But if you are traveling northbound up on I-90, 94, you're going to run into some of these showers, I-39, as you're headed north as well. It's all due to the stationary front. This is the front that has brought us some warmer temperatures, and along it, we're seeing some of these showers. There's a lot of energy that's out west, and it's just kind of stalled out there, but occasionally bits of energy are going to come our way. That will give us a couple of rounds of some showers and storms. One will come in tonight. I think more importantly, the one we'll be watching will be coming in tomorrow night. We're looking at 70s, though. This will continue right through next week, and we have a potential of getting up to 80 on Sunday afternoon. It'll be mainly dry this weekend, but we do have those chances of showers and storms. Once again, most of these coming in as we go into tonight and also tomorrow night, and more chances of storms, it looks like, going into next week. So definitely a spring-like weather pattern setting up for the next 7 to 10 days. Upper 50s this morning. The showers continue up to the north. We'll get into some sunshine this afternoon as temperatures rise into lower 70s, very similar to yesterday. You're going to need the umbrella over the next weekend. We do have our umbrella contest. This is Luann. She sent in this beautiful photo. The crabapple tree's really starting to bloom now. And if you'd like to capture a beautiful photo and send us in and have your opportunity of winning an umbrella, just submit it to firstwarn@WISC.com or use the First Warn weather app. You might want that weather app for the storms that are coming in Saturday night. We'll be watching that. Temperatures this morning starting out in the 50s to around 60 right now in the Dells. Maybe just need a light jacket this morning. 60 right now in Middleton, 51 in Wanakee, Sun Prairie at 53. So we'll look at temperatures rising into the 60s today. Tomorrow night, we're looking at some showers and storms to roll in. What we'll watch is tonight into tomorrow morning, a round of some showers and storms. May see a shower tomorrow, but most of the day should be dry and mild as we get up close to 70. It's really tomorrow night. We're going to watch this batch of showers and storms roll out of Iowa. Some of these storms may have the potential of producing some hail. This will be after midnight, going into about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Then it passes on to our east. We'll get into some sunshine Sunday. Temperatures up close to 80 in the afternoon. So the first warm forecast, once again, most of the daylight hours will be dry. These chances of rain mainly coming in at night, tonight, and also tomorrow night. Then we'll have another round come in Sunday night going into Monday of next week.
A week after the Bucks were bounced by the Heat and became the 5th top seed to lose a series to an 8th seed in the playoffs, the franchise decided to let go of head coach Mike Budenholzer. During his 5 seasons in Milwaukee, the Deer were one of the best regular season teams in the NBA, winning 271 games. They also snapped a 50-year title drought when they won an NBA championship in 2021. And just like that, the regular season finale is here for the Badger softball team. Wisconsin hosts Iowa this weekend, and it's a series UW needs badly. After a strong start, Yvette Healy's squad has hit a bit of a rough patch, winning just 2 of their last 10 games. And with a sub-500 conference record, this group knows Friday, Saturday, and Sunday are 3 big opportunities to get back on the right path.
Of course, you want to go on a run, but it's a 1-game run. You know, everybody's got eyes on Friday night, having the game on TV, and that's a big deal. So we're taking it 1 game at a time, but I think everybody's looking like this could be a series to build a ton of momentum.
I think we have this momentum stewing, but I think the fans are going to give us that little extra push to just be, like, more confident in it and be like, who's Iowa? You know, like, to just be able to go out there and finish our last home series strong.
Pecatonica's Jim Stroman has been involved with baseball for a very long time, but his passion for the sport is bigger than the game. You see, Stroman uses it to get his Vikings ready for life with what they like to call EMIB. There's been one man leading Pecatonica baseball,
jump backs,
for the last 43 seasons.
As long as the kids keep listening, I guess I'll keep doing it for a while.
His name is Jim Stroman.
I get something behind it.
And you could say he's a living legend.
Yeah, we've had people ask us before if we know him.
His teams have won 17 conference championships, 10 regional titles, and 635 games.
But obviously, he's seen everything, so he's going to be able to prepare us for moments that we may not have experienced, and he has.
And Stroman passes down that knowledge with an acronym, EMIB.
Keep doing all the little things right. It's going to add up to bigger things and success on the field for us.
Everything matters in baseball.
You always want to do the little things correct, because those little things can make or break something. So if we mess up something super small in a game, it might shift the outcome of the game.
Pick it up with your bare hand.
But it's not just a reminder for when they throw to first.
If you don't do like the little things outside of life, you're not gonna conquer the big goals. You gotta do the little steps to get to where you are.
It's to get his Vikings thinking about the big picture when the game is done.
Probably to know that our range of what we're thinking isn't always gonna apply to baseball. It can apply to life. It can apply to school.
As much as baseball is what they do, it doesn't define who they are. Yeah, boy, no. Shorten up.
And that's it for morning sports. Have a great day.
Thank you very much, Zach. Up next, when and how to watch the coronation of King Charles III.
And maybe we'll take this shot again and explain what's going on. And in our next half hour, controversial candidate, the final vote to hire a state representative for a high-profile job with Dane County. Stay with us.
Watch News 3 Now at 5 with Eric, Susan, and Gary. Weeknights.
This necklace is a new piece of my soul.
It is one of my love languages to gift.
I always knew I had a sister and she didn't. When we met, it was what I longed for my entire life.
Every occasion deserves love. Jared, love brilliantly.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
Not only does it change you on the outside, but something on the inside, knowing that you're looking better.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt in my life.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Well, today we're going to see one for ourselves and let you be the judge. It's called Plexiderm, and lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and you'll notice the model has bags underneath his eyes and some sagging, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face, and that's how easy it is.
All right, what's the active ingredient?
Okay, so it's silicates that are minerals found in shale rock, and what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes, and as little as 10 minutes, no prescriptions, and very little effort. Even watching the video, this is a real, it's a model, but it's a real guy with real bags underneath his eyes.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
And I did this to my father. We were at home. So we applied it to his under eye bags. And let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view. And now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. He calls me every single month saying, "Hey, Annette, I'm out of Plexiderm, please send me more." And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. The way you want to do it is you want to have a clean, dry face. You use a small amount because it's so powerful. You have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look years younger, this is it.
This Mother's Day is the best time to try Plexiderm at our startup price of only $14.95. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Need life insurance? SelectQuote found Jacob, 40, a $500,000 policy for only $19 a month. And SelectQuote found his wife, Wendy, a $500,000 policy for only $17 a month.
SelectQuote. We shop, you save.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at your morning. Kevin Charles Grunberg always sending in the best picks in my humble opinion.
This is so adorable. So cute.
When he first sent this to me, I thought it was some sort of
like National
wild,
Geographic,
crazy,
Right.
you know, clown mirror type situation. But no, they're all
Not
real.
sure what you mean by that, but okay.
Yeah.
Like I thought they were reflecting. Gosh, you guys.
Clown mirrors.
You know what I mean when things reflect.
Don't they call it
It's a
kids,
Friday.
right?
Yeah, they're kids. Shut up, Chris.
They're cute. I think we could all agree on that. Thanks for sharing your morning with us, Kevin. Use the hashtag MyNews3Morning when you post on social media. All right. So we are about 24 hours away from the coronation of King Charles III.
I'm sorry, we're going to ignore these guys again?
Yeah. We're going to bring up the birds after we get through this. How about that? So folks in London already lined up along the procession route. You can watch it all starting tomorrow morning at 4 a.m. here on CBS. It'll start with the procession of the King and the Queen from Buckingham Palace to Westminster Abbey. The coronation itself, that ceremony is scheduled to start at 5 a.m. our time. Again, tomorrow morning. You can watch it right here on CBS.
These guys behind us are, you know, staking out their spot for good viewing.
Take a look at this shot here. I got a couple of sandhill cranes.
Yeah.
We had to Google it because, you know, the running joke is Chris doesn't
I'm terrible with birds.
know how to identify birds.
And believe it or not, sandhill cranes are not in my Sibley's Backyard Birds of the Midwest guide.
So at first you thought this was a belted kingfisher.
No.
Because he doesn't have it in his guide.
Or a ruby-throated hummingbird.
Yeah,
Or something.
If it's not there, it didn't happen, right?
Right. All right. Hey, a beautiful shot from photojournalist Mark Schilling. For a beautiful morning out there, we're going to take a look at the chances we could see some rain this weekend. That's coming up right after this.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Your family's year-round comfort is our year-round commitment at RG Heating and Air Conditioning. We install quality Trane equipment and service all brands so your home's furnace and AC will perform their best year-round. RG Heating and AC.
We started with 50, and now we're looking for 30 homeowners who need new windows. We want to take out your old windows and install new Eco Sky windows, featuring Sky Mirror technology and insulated frames for superior energy efficiency. Call Mad City Windows, Wisconsin's #1 remodeler and trusted local source for new Eco Sky windows. And with Mad City's Price Lock Guarantee, receive a free design consultation and lock your price in for 1 year. Plus, 30 homeowners who call now get special savings with free installation on a house full of new windows. No interest and no payments till 2025. Senior military discounts. And if you call during this program, you get a free $50 Amazon gift card with your estimate. Be sure to ask about Mad City's Do More discount for additional savings on a new bath, shower, or kitchen cabinet refacing. Mad City is the company your neighbors trust.
It was just smooth sailing, honestly. They just came in here and did what they were known to do, and they were really good at it.
More than 50,000 satisfied customers trust Mad City. A+ rated with the BBB. And now take a look at our Eco Sky windows with insulated glass and fusion welded frames to give your home an energy upgrade. Be sure to ask about the tax credit on new Energy Star rated windows. And now we're looking for 30 homeowners who need new windows. 30 homeowners who call now will save with free installation on a house full of new windows. No interest and no payments till 2025. Senior military discounts. Plus, call during this program for a free $50 Amazon gift card with your in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call with zip code and location to qualify. 608-338-1616. That's 608-338-1616.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. That's when I found this, the Brux Night Guard. Now the Brux Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brux Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to BruxNightGuard.com and order yours today.
At RG Heating and Air Conditioning, our promise to you is 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Guaranteed service, repairs, and replacements. Installing quality Trane equipment. RG Heating and AC. We'll always treat you like family. Guaranteed.
Right now, a no from the Dane County Board on the nominee for Human Services. What's next for the controversial director spot?
And Governor Evers threatening to veto a bill that would give local governments more money. His issues with that legislation.
And here's your first look outside this morning. Really nice start to your Friday before we see the chance for sprinkles over the weekend. Kelly's tracking it for us.
Yeah, we are looking at some rain showers. These are up to the north, moving through the Adels area, Adams, Juneau County, and may clip into Columbia and Sauk County. But we do have more rain chances for the weekend. We'll time it out coming up.
Good Friday morning, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to News 3 Now this morning. On a Friday, I'm Chris Stanford.
And I'm Leah Lynchide. Thanks for waking up with us to end your week. We're also ending your week with some nice weather. Really, really balmy out there.
Yeah, balmy today. It's nice not having to put up the heavy jackets. Probably can put those away now, maybe for good, because we are looking at some spring-like temperatures that will continue right through next week, and that means some 70s. We are dodging some showers up to the north through the Adels, Camp Douglas area, Green Lake, Marquette County. Some of these may clip into Sauk and Columbia County, but I think most of this will stay north of the Madison area, Dane County this morning. 57 in Madison, 60 in the Dells. North of that front, it is a little bit cooler. That's that stationary front that's not moving. That's why it's called the stationary front, and that's where going to be the focus of these showers throughout the morning hours into the early afternoon. Weekend highs, though, in the 70s, and I think by Sunday now, it looks like things are even looking warmer. Could be getting closer to 80. We do have a couple of rounds of some showers and storms. The showers today staying to our north. Another round comes in tonight, mainly to our north and west, but it'll be mainly Saturday night. That's the cluster of storms that we're going to have to watch for, producing some stronger storms. Meantime, it's going to be a mild day. We'll get into some sunshine as we get toward the noon hour. Temperatures in the lower 70s already, and it's going to be a nice warm afternoon. A little bit breezy with that south wind. Looking at the daily planner, looks great today for this Friday. We call it variably cloudy. We've got clouds now. We'll see some sun, then some clouds will roll in later this afternoon, but all in all, it should be another nice day. Temperatures in the 70s. We'll talk more about those rain chances and when we can expect them coming up in just a bit.
All right, thanks, Kelly. Hey, if you want to track those rain chances yourself this weekend and stay ahead of the showers, just download the free First Warn Weather app. Search WISC Weather wherever you get yours.
We are following some breaking news overnight. Madison police are investigating what they're calling a weapons violation right now. It happened just after midnight on the city's southwest side near the Badger Tavern along Seminole Highway, just off of the Beltline. Police have not confirmed if there are any injuries, and there is no word on a suspect, though they do say there is no current threat to the public. Stay with News 3 Now this morning as we ask more details of police and bring you updates right here. To our top story this morning, Dane County will need to find a new nominee for its Department of Human Services.
That's right. State Representative Sheila Stubbs will not be taking the job after a no vote from the county board last night. A pretty big margin here, 27-2, 5 abstentions, 3 absent votes.
Now, we wanted to give you a look at the timeline leading up to this decision. Here it is. On April 13th, County Executive Joe Parisi first named Stubbs the new Director of Human Services, pending her confirmation. That's where the holdup begins.
So, nearly 2 weeks later, video surfaced from an event at a church. In it, Representative Stubbs indicated that she'd continue to serve in her assembly seat while also taking on the role with the county. Those comments drew a lot of criticism over concerns of conflict of interest.
Then, the next day, she announced she would resign from the legislature if she was confirmed. Later that night, the Health and Human Needs Committee voted unanimously against recommending her for the job. And on Monday this week, the Personnel and Finance Committee followed suit. Some board members say they were called racial slurs and were threatened if they didn't vote in favor of Stubbs' appointment. Others criticized Stubbs for not doing enough to condemn the comments made by her supporters. At last night's county board meeting, many supervisors once again questioned her ability to manage the county's largest department of 800 people. After the meeting, Stubbs herself commented on the controversy for the first time.
They've been inconsistent in all of their ways. But again, I want you to know that I am optimistic. That's all you got? You take away one job? That's why I went to school. I have 3 degrees. I am more than qualified. And I know God gave me this job. I won't stop. I've been fighting all my life.
Several community members spoke in favor of her appointment as Director of Dane County Human Services. Ahead of the meeting, Dane County Executive Joe Parisi also stood by his nominee, calling her highly capable with a resume that speaks for itself. He issued a statement on this that continue on to say, from the moment county board leaders were briefed on this appointment, they sought justification to say no. Questions not asked of previous appointees inundated the administration with unprecedented scrutiny for any candidate for county service.
We've been following this story for the last couple of weeks now. You can read up on the history of the Stubbs controversy and stay up to date on any future developments to the nominee process over on our News 3 Now app.
A scam alert this morning here at 6:34. Richland Center Police warning you of a new gold scam. It all happened yesterday. A man was scammed at the Richland Center Walmart out of $100. He was approached by a man who said that he needed gas money to return to New York, but he was selling gold to raise cash. After authorities tested the gold, though, it was found to be brass. The victim said the man was driving a gray BMW SUV with Indiana plates. If you've been approached or fallen victim to this scam, you're encouraged to call police.
New information this morning. 2 people are recovering from injuries in a wildfire out in Iowa County. Highway 18 is clear at this hour after crews battled an out-of-control fire near Edmond, just west of Dodgeville. Upwards of a dozen departments responded to the fire around 3 yesterday afternoon near the intersection of 18 and Sinbad Road. The Iowa County Sheriff's Office says EMS took 2 people to the hospital. We do not know their condition this morning.
Lawmakers are putting a priority on products made in the U.S. U.S. Senator Tammy Baldwin is leading the charge for accurate labels, saying it's been a challenge in a world dominated by online shopping. It's called the Country of Origin Labeling Act. It would require all products to be clearly labeled where it was made and the location of the seller. Baldwin says that it's a huge oversight that online sellers are not required to give this information. Local business owners think this would help clear a lot of things up for buyers.
You have an option to say where it's from currently. You don't have to say. But if they make that mandatory, then people will know where it's coming from, and it should be front and center on the listing for the product.
There's a lot of support for this bill. A November poll found nearly 80% of Americans believe in a country of origin label mandate for online products.
Governor Evers is promising to veto a Republican plan to give more money to local governments. Under the bill, towns would see at least a 10% increase in funding amounting to $227 million. That new money could only be spent on police and fire protection, emergency medical services, communications, public works, and transportation. The governor wants to see the legislature send him a bill without limitations on the use of money.
You know, here in one way we want to bring them more money, and in another way we want to take more control away from them. It doesn't make sense. Send me a clean bill that talks about the money that we're going to give to the municipalities.
The extra help to counties, cities, villages, and towns would be paid for by tapping 20% of the state's 5-cent sales tax. That's an idea the governor is supporting.
Here's what state Republicans are saying about it. Senate Majority Leader Devin LeMahieu and Assembly Speaker Robin Vos say that it's very disappointing to come so close to the finish line only to have the governor publicly issue veto threats because he wants to spend more money. The most pressing issue here is the bankruptcy Milwaukee will face if this bill does not pass.
Looking ahead, live music across town will help Madison ring in the official start of summer next month. Make Music Madison returns on June 21st. The event started 10 years ago in 2013. Venues include coffee shops, park shelters, retail centers, churches, everything in between. Last year, nearly 200 venues were used to showcase hundreds of local musicians. Anybody interested in performing has the chance to. You got to sign up by May 25th. We have a link to do so on channel3000.com.
6:38. Let's take a look outside this morning. We are keeping an eye on your traffic on your Friday morning commute. 60 degrees out there already. It's a nice mild start. As we start your weekend, we're going to see if rain is in the forecast. That's coming up.
And a new study on drinking during the pandemic, where the country saw the biggest increases.
And I'm Josh Ryder live in the 608 with a preview of the Monona Farmers Market making its return with a big milestone this weekend. We'll be right back.
Arby's, 2 for $7 every day. Classic beef and cheddar hard. 2 of those things for just $7. Arby's, we have the meat.
Low E, also known as low energy, is wreaking havoc on millions.
I can't even pull out the hose.
Thankfully, there's Planet Fitness. Now through May 10th, join Planet Fitness for $1 down, $10 a month, cancel anytime. It's how you turn your low E into big fitness energy. Our clean and spacious, judgment-free zone has equipment for every workout to keep you energized all day. Simply join through the free PF app for $1 down, $10 a month. No commitment, cancel anytime. Deal ends Wednesday, May 10th.
Sounds better together, doesn't it? Make it even more special with the hazelnut and cocoa taste of Nutella. Nutella, wake up to wow.
For 46 years straight, more of you have trusted Ford F-Series trucks to help save the day. Stretch the weekend, haul, or tow. Just about anything, anywhere. That's because they're built Ford tough. And it's why Ford F-Series are America's best-selling trucks 46 years straight. And for that, we thank you. Because this isn't just about our capability, it's about yours.
If you've got the TV volume way up right now, then you really need these. These tiny but powerful little hearing aids are the Nano CIC Recharge, priced at only $297 for a full pair. These are not simply amplifiers. These are ultra high quality, ultra reliable hearing aids, priced thousands less than other hearing aids. They fit right in your ear. Nothing shows in the back of your ear. Payments as low as $36 a month.
1-800-276-3995. Try Tide Power Pods with 85% more Tide in every pod.
Who needs that much more Tide?
He does.
No, what does that mean?
It means you're gonna need more Tide. See? More likes, more Tide. The more adorable, more Tide. Everyone's gonna need more Tide.
You're gonna need more Tide.
It's a mess out there. That's why there's 85% more Tide in every Power Pod.
Show us your weather photos, and you could win a First Warn weather umbrella. Send us your weather pics in an email or on the First Warn weather app. We'll select and showcase the winning entries each day on News 3 Now this morning and News 3 Now at 6. Send in your pics to win a First Warn weather umbrella today.
News 3 Now is always on.
Get the Channel 3000 app, activate the push alerts, and we will send you breaking news, traffic, and weather alerts as it happens.
The Channel 3000 app. Get it now.
Powered by News 3 Now.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
A new survey out this morning from UW School of Medicine details which populations experienced the greatest change in alcohol use during the COVID-19 pandemic. The survey found higher-earning younger adults increased drinking the most. The study took part in 3 waves, once in the summer of 2020, then January of 21, and June of 21. Researchers noted the people who increased drinking the most were adults 21 to 40, especially those with bachelor's degrees or greater. Another group whose drinking increased were those who transitioned to remote work during the pandemic.
We are a state that we all know it's part of our culture to drink alcohol, so it's important to monitor and to conduct surveillance when there's traumatic or life-altering events like a pandemic to see how that consumption changes.
Easier to have a Friday afternoon cocktail when you're working from home, right?
That's true.
Overall, drinking in Wisconsin rose for a significant portion of the survey, but the trends changed over time, actually. It was higher earlier in the pandemic, and then it kind of lowered off as we got toward the end of it.
6:43 now. Kelly Slifka has your First Warn weather. A good reason to maybe have a beer out on your porch today, Kelly.
Yeah, especially in the Madison area, areas to the south. We are looking at some nice warm temperatures going into the afternoon. However, if you are traveling to the north, or the folks up in the Dells area, Camp Douglas, seeing some rain, basically north of this line. So as you head to the northern part of Sauk County, Columbia County, Dodge County, can't rule out some light showers. Basically along a stationary front that is stalled to our north. That's staying up there, and that's where all the showers are focused. But a lot of energy coming our way. A storm stalled to our west will bring us chances of rain. So we got the mild temperatures. We were in the 70s yesterday. We'll be in the 70s throughout the weekend into early next week. And it will be mainly dry. The good news is we'll have these chances of rain, some thunderstorms, mainly occurring at night. So we'll have a round come in later tonight and another round that we're going to be watching come tomorrow night. Meantime, looking at Friday, the morning hours should be quiet except for those showers up to the north. Temperatures in the lower 70s this afternoon. We will see some sunshine, so that should boost our temperatures. Going to be another nice afternoon for us. Right now we're starting out 57. Maybe just need a light jacket if that. Temperatures in the 50s most areas across Dane County, even up to 60 right now in Middleton, 51 in Cottage Grove and Stoughton. Currently 57 right now in the Madison area. So a mild start to our Friday. But what we're going to be watching, this will be tomorrow night, mainly after midnight to about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. We're going to watch some storms roll out of Iowa, potentially producing some large hail and damaging winds. Those storms will arrive here, it looks like, as we get toward that midnight hour. Right now, they only have us under a marginal risk of severe weather, the Storm Prediction Center. But I wouldn't doubt if they don't have to update that, just with the newest information that we're coming in this morning. So as we go into Friday night, most of the evening should be dry, but we will start to see some showers starting to roll in. Going into later tonight into tomorrow morning, can't rule out a spotty shower. Most of tomorrow afternoon should actually be dry as we warm in the upper 60s, close to 70. As we go into Saturday night, this will be later in the night. We'll watch that cluster of storms roll on in after midnight. And you know some of these deeper reds, that would include some hail, some damaging winds as they roll through. It won't last long, but it may wake you up in the middle of the night. It will be the nighttime hours. That should be moving on to the east. We'll get into some sunshine and temperatures really warming. And I think it will actually top out close to 80 going into the end of the weekend. So the mild weather continues. Showers to the north, most of us dry going into the afternoon here in the Madison area. In Saturday, too. Can't rule out a spotty shower, but most of the day dry. It's mainly tomorrow night that we'll see those storms roll on through. Then we'll have another round roll through, it looks like Sunday night, but look at that warm day on Sunday. Temperatures up close to 80. A little bit active going into next week with a chance of showers and thunderstorms just about every day, but it looks like we'll have plenty of dry periods, temperatures well in the 70s.
Kelly, thank you very much. We appreciate it. 646, we're in the 608 this morning with the Monona Farmers Market marking a big milestone this weekend.
Josh Pryder is there to tell us what we can expect this year. Hey there, Josh.
Hey guys, good morning. Yeah, things are going to be looking a lot different here where I'm standing in about 48 hours. Of course, we're live at Ahuska Park in Monona where the farmers market will be marking that big milestone of 20 years. It's their 20th anniversary on Sunday. And this is a rain or shine sort of event, as you can tell from the video that we've shot here before. We're talking a 20-year impact for the local community with access to fresh local produce for the area and also live music. This year, the market will have 28 vendors. It's known as a hub for access to local farmers' produce such as herbs, veggies, fruits, meats, and eggs, but also local makers' goods, including salsa, soaps, honey, tamales, breads, and bakery items. In recent years, the market has had just a handful of volunteers, yet its reach has grown to serve around 1,100 to 1,500 people. The Monona Farmers Market is open Sundays through October, 8:30 to 12:30. This is at Ahuska Park in Monona. It's important to note this event is an authorized Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program retailer, now known as SNAP. Former market manager Ross Cohen and his team were instrumental in instituting some of the innovations that make the market what it is today, such as getting that infrastructure to accept food assistance program dollars and bringing in local music every week. So they are trying to get to everyone in this community. If you are interested to learn more about the Monona Farmers Market, they're also looking for sponsorships and volunteers right now to make it what it is each and every Sunday. You can go to the story up on channel3000.com, guys. I tell you what, with the weather coming in this weekend, I think there's going to be a lot of folks checking out the Dane County Farmers Market tomorrow. I know Sun Prairie's Farmer Market is back as well this weekend, so it's going to be a good weekend to get outside and support local and get some fresh air, guys. It's so nice. I don't even think I need the jacket this morning. It's so beautiful out. What a way to kick off the first weekend in May.
Couldn't agree more. Josh Pryder, thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Josh is always looking for inspiration for story ideas, so find him on social media or email him for a chance to be featured.
All right, it's 6:48 on your Friday. Coming up in the morning sprint after losing in the first round of the playoffs, the Bucks now looking for their next head coach.
We want to say happy birthday to Lila and all the kiddos turning 3 today. Happy birthday, Lila. We'll be right back.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Earn a 30-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $60 you spend. That's a 30-cent fuel saver. This Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Only at Hy-Vee.
Everybody wants a wider smile because having white teeth projects self-care, confidence, and attractiveness. Whether you're on the dating scene, interviewing for a new job, or simply looking to improve your smile, what you need is Power Swabs. Power Swabs is as easy as snap, swab, and smile. You'll notice 2 shades whiter teeth in 5 minutes and 6 shades in 7 days.
The thing I love about Power Swabs is the convenience. I mean, just you break it open, just rub it on your teeth, just like you're brushing your teeth. Let it sit there for a little bit, and you're done.
So I noticed I have a lot more stains on the sides right here. So with the Power Swab, I was able to go in there and really make sure that I was getting that coverage, and it really did work.
Just snap the stain out swab to remove stains from natural teeth as well as caps, crowns, and veneers. Then snap the whitening swab to whiten your teeth 6 shades in 7 days. Finally, smile and show off your pearly whites.
It's 5 minutes in the morning and I'm out the door, and it's amazing. It's a week's worth of 5 minutes a day, and I couldn't be happier with the results.
With Power Swabs, there's no messy strips, trays, or lights that you have to leave in your mouth for an hour. Whether you smoke or drink coffee, tea, or wine, Power Swabs is sure to lift those stains with 0 to minimal sensitivity. Just a simple 5-minute application, and each day you'll be 1 step closer to smiling with confidence.
Having shades lighter on my teeth in such a short period of time, it almost feels like cheating, to be honest with you, and it tickles me that you can get those kind of results in that short a time period.
Try Power Swabs this Mother's Day and get 50% off your order and free shipping. Plus, get a free Quick Stick pen to remove those coffee, wine, or smoking stains on the go. Visit powerswabs.com or call the number on your screen.
Here at Precision, we are veteran-owned, and we take pride in servicing not only our community, but serving our country as well. No job is too big and no job is too small. Here at Precision, we'll fix them all.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
You got me.
Okay, you're it.
Imagine a world with no drama. For the guarantee of high-quality promotional items delivered on time, go to 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
It's the Hy-Vee Red Hot Weekend Sale this Friday through Sunday. 8-ounce Hy-Vee Choice Reserve New York strips, just $6.99. Doritos, just $2.49. And Sara Lee Whole Grain White Bread, only $1.68. Only at Hy-Vee.
Call for action only on News 3 Now.
6:52, time for the morning sprint.
We start with breaking news into the newsroom this morning. Madison police are investigating what they're calling a weapons violation. It happened just after midnight near the Badger Tavern on the city's southwest side. This is along Seminole Highway just off the Beltline. Police have not confirmed if there are any injuries, and there's no word on a suspect, though they do say there is no current threat to the public. Stay with News 3 Now this morning as we ask more details of police and bring you updates. State Representative Sheila Stubbs will not be Dane County's next Director of Human Services. The county board voting against her nomination 27-2 with 5 abstentions and 3 absent. 2 previous county boards had also recommended against it. Stubbs responded by saying she is more than qualified and won't stop fighting. Dane County Executive Joe Parisi says the board was against her from the start.
More rallies on UW-Madison's campus demanding the university expel a student in a racist video. A UW professor says under the First Amendment, though, the student in the video speech does not fall into the category of unprotected speech and is protected by the First Amendment. Mayor Satya Rhodes-Conway and city alders have voiced their support for the students.
A challenge to Wisconsin's 170-year-old abortion ban is officially underway in the court system. In its first hearing, Attorney General Josh Kaul argued newer laws override the abortion ban. For example, there's a 1985 law that allows abortion in certain situations. It could take a while for this case to make its way to the Supreme Court. That will likely give newly elected Justice Janet Protasewicz time to take her seat and swing the court progressive.
Milwaukee Bucks parting ways with head coach Mike Budenholzer. It comes a week after the Bucks became the 5th top seed in the NBA to lose to an 8th seed in the playoffs. During Bud's 5 seasons, the Bucks won 271 games, and the first championship in 50 years. The next possible coach for the Deer, former Toronto Raptor Nick Nurse.
More than 100 nurses in Michigan are taking a stand for a new bill that would limit patient-to-worker ratios and uncapped hours. Marching on the state capitol, nurses there say a third refuse to work due to current conditions. The Michigan Hospital Association is skeptical, but nurses say it will reduce the 39% of nurses planning to leave their jobs.
The stress on America's banks continues this morning as PacWest is the latest regional bank in jeopardy. Shares of PacWest were cut in half after reports of the California-based bank considering a sale. Mid to small-sized banks are hurting as federal interest rate hikes are increasing the cost of mortgages, credit cards, cars, and small business loans. Movie theaters will likely see the biggest impact if the Writers Guild of America strike isn't resolved. The reason? Movie theaters have low credit ratings and less financial flexibility compared to most studio and television network owners, which makes them more vulnerable. The strike, which is now in its fourth day with no negotiations scheduled, comes at the beginning of the spring writing season for fall shows.
It's only fitting Princess Leia to be honored on May 4th. Carrie Fisher was posthumously honored with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame yesterday. She's best known, of course, for the Star Wars franchise. Fisher died in 2016 at 60 years old after going into cardiac arrest. She joins her mother, actress Debbie Reynolds, with a star on the Walk of Fame.
All right, meteorologist Kelly Slifka on this Cinco de Mayo. We are tracking some showers that are up to the north. That's basically along a stationary front from the Dells up into Green Lake and Marquette counties. They'll stay to the north, maybe moving into parts of Columbia County. Can't rule those out in northern Sauk County, but mainly north of Dane County throughout the day. Temperatures in the 50s this morning, a mild start to our Friday morning. The winds are out of the south, around 10 miles per hour. Have some clouds now. We'll get into some sunshine as that rain area starts to dissipate and move to the north. Areas to the north, we'll get into the lower 70s this afternoon, so another nice mild afternoon. Our planning your day, looking at beautiful weather this afternoon with that sunshine breaking through. Southerly winds will be up there about 10 to 15 miles per hour, so a little bit of a breeze picking up. Temperatures in the lower 70s today, very similar to where we were yesterday. 71 tomorrow. Now, we do have a chance for some showers developing tonight. Another round that'll come in Saturday night into Sunday morning. That's the round we'll have to watch. Possibly producing some hail and gusty winds. We'll keep our eyes on that. First warm forecast, though, the rest of the weekend looks great for Sunday, 80 degrees. Another round of some storms that looks like will roll in Sunday night and Monday, and still warm into much of next week.
All right, thanks, Kelly. Thanks for watching this week, folks. Another news and weather update in 30 minutes.